Hey everybody, how you doing? This is about to be a really fun video out here at the range today with Heavy Metal, and today I am super excited because this is our first time at the range with this baby. Let me give you the close-up here. This is my Springfield Armory M1A from Pyramyd Air. This is a 22 caliber pellet slinger, believe it or not. This thing is made to look exactly like the Springfield Armory M1A. All the detail from the sights to the stock to the way the trigger looks, even the etching up here, Springfield Armory M1A, super cool. But like I said, I picked this up from Pyramyd Air. They've got tons and tons of stuff just like this. This particular M1A comes in 177 or in 22. This one we got is in 22, or some of you might call it 5.5 millimeter. The bullets I brought out here are some H&N Crow Magnums. I'll zoom you in on those a little bit. But like I said, first trip to the range, super excited. If you missed the unboxing of this video where we really dove deep and went into detail of all the features, make sure you go check that out. But today, what we're going to do out here on the steel range, first I'm going to get the sights adjusted so they're dead on, so we can have a dead on hold. This sight is adjustable both for windage and elevation, super easy with just a couple clicks of the dial here. But let me go back to the table here. We're going to get it on paper at 10 yards, do some tweaking to the sights, and then we're going to stretch the legs on this baby. Stay tuned for a whole lot more videos. We're going to do some pellet testing, see which ones it likes the best. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. But let me go back to the bench here. We'll get it sighted in, see where the sights are at right out of the box. Should be pretty cool. Springfield Armory M1A in 22 caliber from Pyramyd Air. Pretty sweet. Just in case you missed the first video, I'm going to show you real quick on how this thing operates. So right here under the stock is your lever, and it actually has an extension that you can use to get a little bit more leverage. Put the bottom butt of it on my leg, get it all the way down there, and when you cock it down like that, that opens this top cover. Then you're gonna grab your pellet, put it up in there, and then once your pellet is up in the barrel, on this side of the stock there's a release button. You hold that down, and then you're gonna push your stock back up, make sure it clicks, and then you are ready. Now the safety is actually right here. A lot of people wanted to comment on the safety in the original video, but for this one, forward is safe and back that away is fire. The way that I think about it is squeezing it the same way you squeeze the trigger. You're ready to fire, pull the safety back, and then you're ready to fire on that. I'm gonna put it back on safe for now. At 10 yards, I've got some sheets of paper up here. I'm gonna put the target camera on that paper, and then we'll get these adjustable sights right where we need them, and we're gonna stretch it out a little bit. Check it out, it's gonna be a whole lot of fun. All right, here we go. Here's the very first shot. You can see my paper there is at 10 yards. I'm gonna take my time, and we're just gonna see where it hits right out of the box and adjust the sights where we need to from there. So here goes the very first one. All right, from back here it looks like we're about 2 inches low and about 2 inches right. I'm gonna go up there and quick and just make sure my eyes aren't deceiving me. Actually, I got this target camera over here. Never mind. I can look at the target camera right here. 2 inches low and 2 inches right. So what does that mean for our sights here? So if it's to the right, should our sight go to the right or to the left? Well, we're fixing to do something and see if we do it the right way. So if these are our sights and we need our hit to go left we should adjust our sight this way. I believe so. We're fixing to see if I do it the wrong way here. We're just going to make one adjustment at a time here. So let me move it this way. A shade. I'm going to reload, then we'll take another crack at it. And looks like we did. We just need to keep going that way. So keep going that way about the same distance, huh? That looks about to be the same hole, so let me adjust a little bit more and then we'll take a fourth one. Oh man, went too far. Hold on, I'm gonna come back. While we're at it here for this one, put her on safe. Let me do the sights up and down, so we're what I say 2 inches low. So that means if these are the sights and we're hitting low, we need to go this way or this way. Well, we're about to find out. Let's move it that way, see what happens. I think we kissed the top of the red there, so our left and right is pretty good now. And let me bring that down just a shade from where it was. And I'm going to go to a clean target now. And we're in the bullseye. I'm going to come down just another little smidge there. Still in the red after that adjustment. Alright, so we're stacking them in there now. Those last three I didn't adjust the sights at all, so I am happy with that. Let me take you up closer and show you the target with that last sight in there. Alright, so here's our first hit. Made some adjustments, went too far, made some adjustments up and down, went a little high, brought it back down, and then here, this is 4 hits. I think that was my first one, and then I believe, if I'm not mistaken, without adjusting it, I had 3 just about touching there at 10 yards. Now that those sights are on and we got it on paper, pretty much hitting the same hole every time, let's come up here to some steel, do some plinking out here and stretch it out even further. But 10 yards, hey, we're doing pretty good. Sights are dead on. Let's see what we can do with it. Alright, first I'm going to start off on the steel at 20 yards, just having some fun plinking out here. With those good groups at 10 yards, I think we'll be just fine at 20. But let's start stretching it out a bit on some steel. I'm going to edit out the reloads, make it more fun to watch. So here's the first one, 20 yards here. Right in the middle, and it slaps it hard. Let's do a bunch here on that 20 yard real quick. Definitely plenty of power in this thing to do some small game hunting. Let's go to a little bit smaller steel now. If I'm not mistaken, this steel at 20 yards I'm about to aim at now is about 3 inches across. 3-inch target at 20 yards here. Got him. I love it. Let's do some more on that small one. Got it again, dead center. Ooh, that thing's putting them in there now. Those were just about the same spot, those last 2. Ooh. If that doesn't verify that this thing would be a good squirrel getter, I don't know what would be. That's about a 3/4 inch group at 20 yards open sights. Now, let's stretch it out to 50 yards. This is going to give us a little bit of a determination of if it's dropping. Between 10 and 20, we're still pretty much dead on holds. But 50 yards, how much drop is there? We'll see what happens. Got it. Pretty close to that first one. That was a dead center hold. This thing is not light. I believe from the first video I said this thing is about 9 pounds and some change. So true to the original M1A, if you're flinging this thing offhand, your arms might get wore out here after being at the range for a while. But let me send another one offhand, then we'll do some from a rest. 50 yards again. Got it again. Looks like pretty close to the first one. Those 3 hits, that's still inside the size of a squirrel, isn't it? Not too bad. Definitely inside a rabbit size. Let me get a rest here, and we'll do some more out there at 50 yards quick. Every time I use a rest, people want to comment, "Oh, that's cheating." Well, not really. Have you never been squirrel hunting and leaned up against a tree? That's no different than resting up on a tree branch. We got bees out here today, so we're pretending we're on a tree branch here. Let's send 3 more at 50 yards using this foam rest here. See if we do any better than those offhand. We might not. Got him. Hit it again. Man, we're grouping really good at 50 yards with this thing, both offhand and using a rest. Let me zoom you in on that little group out there. There's all of our hits there. We didn't miss the target at all at 50 yards. Looked like I'm favoring just a shade right, huh? But hey, no problem with that thing, even at 50 yards. Pretty sweet. Give you the view what I'm looking at from back here, just to kind of give you a sense of it. That is not exactly a close target, 50 yards. And I was doing a dead center hold on all those. Pretty sweet. So maybe it's dropping 4 inches or so from a 10-yard sight-in. Hard to say, but we're definitely going to do some more testing. There you have it, guys. The Springfield Armory M1A from Pyramyd Air. This one in the 22 caliber pellets. Pretty sweet. Like I said, this thing is an awesome replica. Everything from the sights, even has the little fake action there, the front sight, the stock, everything awesome. This thing's got some serious power. Would have no problems taking this thing out after some squirrels or some rabbits this season, or like we did today, having it out at the range, just plinking and having some fun. But you saw there, we dialed the sights just a little bit out of the box. That crow is asking for one of these Crow Magnums, I think. But adjusted the sights just a shade out of the box, pretty much hitting the same hole every time at 10 yards. No problem hitting a small piece of steel at 20 yards, and then even stretching it out to 50 yards out there here on the steel range. That might be a stretch on a squirrel at 50 yards with my eyeballs. I don't know about yours, but hey, appreciate y'all watching. If you haven't seen these, go check them out. Like I said, this is from Pyramyd Air. They got this and a ton of other really cool stuff on their page. But hey, appreciate y'all watching. Make sure you're subscribed. We got a new video every single day. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Springfield Armory M1A from Pyramyd Air. We got more videos coming on this thing, so stay tuned. Appreciate y'all. WHOTEEWHO.